like, no, it's beef. They're like, yeah, it's moose. Like, why would you trick me like that?
Oh no.
It was very gamey.
That's
Yeah.
nasty. I'm not drinking that shit.
Muscles.
Very gamey. Well, how does that even? What does that even mean?
Like it's
bro?
thick as.
Yeah. Gummy, chewy,
Ew.
yeah, hard.
What did it taste bad?
No, it tasted good. It's just like, like if like, a little tough beef. It's like, oh, okay, it could have cooked a little longer, but it tasted good. Then I realized like it was moose.
That's
Interesting.
crazy. That's crazy nasty.
My head
It's
just
like
went. My
moose.
head just went in the gutter. Like, I guess it's more for Vegas. You know how girls like squirt
Yeah.
and they cream?
Yeah.
You ever eat out a girl and they start creaming? That would be a bad thing, though, wouldn't it? If a girl starts screaming from eating them out, I'm like, that wouldn't be a good thing.
I never had that happen to me.
Creaming?
If a girl
It's an
creaming,
orgasm.
but if you're creaming from a yamo thing, I wouldn't it be more from like if you're like the penetration of something?
No.
No, you can cream out from.
I think
from,
cream is just ovulation, no? So what is it?
It's your orgasm.
Background sounds.
That's it. So okay, so now that you guys made it not nasty, I'm thinking, fuck, that might have to be on the bucket list because I made a girl squirt, but I've never had a girl cream
Well,
like that from like head.
If it helps, squirting is pee, creaming is like orgasm. So
I mean, shit, bro.
it's
It is
better.
what it is.
It
I
would
live
be less
dangerously, right?
freaky for her to cream than squirt.
That's what I'm saying. So I gotta put it on a bucket list.
There you go.
Okay.
But
What the fuck does cream even taste like? Where's the next bottle? I don't want to open
Cream.
this one.
This one's right here. Hold on. Let me pour out a liquid.
Skin.
I don't know about cream still.
it's the same shit. You're
Tastes
tasting
like
it
white chocolate.
when it's wet. That's
But
what
it,
the creaming
but
is.
it doesn't taste like pee.
No, that's squirt. You guys have it backwards.
Oh.
Squirt is pee. Cream is
I've been saying that squirt is pee,
whatever-
fam, but the people that are trying to say that it's not, and I'm like, so what the
hormones,
fuck?
whatever.
Like it comes out of that, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little different or whatever. It's like
whenever a
what? It's
girl
like
feels
watered
she has to
down.
pee
It's like
when
watered
she's
down
fucking,
pee.
It's like you can
Squirting-
or you can stop and go to
But the
the
thing
washroom.
is, squirting looks like pee. Like it tastes like pee. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like pee.
Yeah, 'cause it is.
You know
Well,
what
drink
pee?
is
Hold
this.
on.
It's like that and
You know
other
what pee
stuff,
tastes like?
Well,
Well, when they squirt, yeah. Is this your drink?
I don't know.
Yeah, drink up.
It is now.
Shout out to everybody in the live. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, do all that good hood shit, man.
You have some topics you want to run through?
Yes, the first one we want to talk about is
Sexual bullying.
Okay. So
Really on this.
have you ever been sexually bullied? Yeah.
Yes.
Explain
Define it.
Yeah,
I-
define it. Good one.
Define sexually bullying when somebody bullies you by sexual force.
So is that not sexual harassment?
Yes. Purple nurple is not. Okay, listen. Purple nurple is when you take somebody's nipple and you twist it to make it hurt.
Yeah.
When you rub somebody's nipple, that's not a purple nurple. That's a turn on thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when you know a man's spot is his nipple.
So is that bullying or a turn on?
It's both. Depending on who-
What?
Depending, it's the, I'm saying
victim or a
because
participant?
I'm saying it's both in a sense where
What are you?
no, I'm just saying in general, it's both in a sense where if somebody's nipple is the spot where that turns them on, that's something that could turn them on. But if somebody it's the spot that turns them on and they don't want to be turned on right now or at the moment or whatever, and you're touching them there and you constantly touch them there, that's a bullying us.
Okay, so the word
And
of
it's
the day is
sexual bullying
consent.
us. The word of the day is, I think the word of the year is consent.
Yes.
Bro, like,
The decade right about now.
right? What is consent and what's not consent? Are you supposed to fly things out or not supposed to fly things out? That to me, that's the biggest thing. If you can't fly things out, that's martial.
That's
No, you
bullshit,
can fly
actually.
things out.
No, it's
You
trafficking.
You can't.
my
That's
nigga.
trafficking.
No,
You can't
it's,
fly-
it's not. It's
Yes, it
They
is.
said that's trafficking.
They said it. Once you fly a shorty out, that's right there is considered trafficking right there. That's fucked up.
yeah,
You know how
if
much niggas is
fly her
trafficking
out
bitches?
specifically for the sole purpose of sex. But if you
Why
fly
the
a
fuck
girl
else am I
out-
flying her out? Sorry, but
If
why
you
else am I flying
fly-
her out?
If you fly, you can take her on a date.
I don't want to do that.
And then
Fam.
you just so happen to have sex, then it's no longer trafficking. You're
But
just-
if
I-
but if
I-
my intentions is still to have sex and I take her on a
Prostitution
date,
is illegal.
let's be fucking real. Even if I take you out on a fucking date, my intention is to fuck.
Doesn't matter.
It's
You're
either
not-
to fucking stick my dick in your pussy, ass, mouth, ear. You know what I'm saying? Suck on the same ones. Like that's the intention at the end of the day. If I'm trying to fly you out, and two, you know the intention too.
No.
Yes, you do. No. Come on, a nigga is there.
I've been flown out to like. If you're not talking about most of these girls that were flown out were aspiring artists. So if you want to advance your career, and Timberland says, "Hey, I'm gonna fly you out and come do a studio session."
Listen, put Timberland on the list.
But Diddy was a producer. So my point is, if
let's
somebody
leave
like
Timberland
Diddy
out
is
of there.
telling, no, but it's not. They're all in it. But at the end of the day, it's like if you are being flown out by one of the top producers, the intent is to advance your career. It's not you guys are thinking as everyday men, where if I fly a girl out and whatever. But in the music business, you have to be flown out to certain places if you want to work with certain people and advance your career. So if you're flying somebody out and you're telling them, hey, I'm going to put you in the studio, we're going to da-da-da-da. And then now, because remember, most of these girls were like teenagers. We're thinking in our big people mindset of who we are right now. But at 15, 16, if somebody says, I'm flying you out to do a studio session, you're believing it. You know?
I'm not even talking about those guys that are flying them out to the studio sessions. I'm talking about the guys that are flying out, escorts, strippers, baddies, models, all these things. The intention is to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like we know, like niggas and girls know too. Like it's obvious. Like you know what I'm saying?
Prostitutes, but prostitution is illegal.
But even if they're not prostitutes, even if they're baddies, I see. If I'm a millionaire, if I'm a fucking billionaire, and I see a girl online, I'm like, oh shit, I want to fuck her. I'm single. I have the money. Hey shorty, what are you doing? I'm gonna pay you a first class flight to come to Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Come true. And well, I'm gonna let it be known I'm trying to fuck. So like I don't know what these other guys are saying, but I'm gonna let it be known I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to let you run the fronts.
Right.
So like right there, if you say no, cool. But if you say yes,
but it's not,
and then there's an issue after
what is illegal and not.
No, it's not. But at the end of the day,
the girl can agree to be flown out.
Yes.
That's not the issue. It's the fact that the transaction that is, if you're paying for vagina, it's illegal.
Okay, so, but like if I'm...
But then, so why aren't the girls getting charged?
They can get charged for prostitution.
No, they don't.
If you decide to charge, nobody's
majority of them don't get charged for prostitution.
Because nobody's pressing charges. In order to charge somebody, you have to press the charge.
Not all the time. Sometimes, sometimes there's enough information where the cops can just take the evidence and be like, yo, we're just gonna charge on behalf of the thing. Because look at Top 5 situation. Nobody was there to fucking charge Top 5 for murder.
And that's why he's out?
Yeah, but he's still in jail for 2-3 years.
Right. But the point of the matter is, if
somebody pressed a charge.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
That's the police. But that's what I'm saying. The police, if there's enough evidence, the police could do that.
Or something. Somebody said something for it to get to. Police aren't just walking down the street. Hey, I want to. They're not trying to do paperwork like that. Most of these police stations are like understaffed. So there's so many cases that are pushed to the side. Like we're looking at Diddy's case. Like this shit just happened yesterday. This is 30 years in the making. It took them this long.
I'm not saying Diddy's case per se. Okay. I'm just saying in general. There's got to be an understanding that for the men out there to know you're flying women out to the purpose of sex, and you could get charged for it.
Yeah, people should know that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That should be known because niggas are just for years. It's been a thing, like the fly out thing. But niggas have been flying out girls for years, and now
it's illegal. It's
no,
just now people
I don't think niggas know. Niggas have not known that's illegal.
Because it's just like, yo, I see a pretty girl. You knew
prostitution was illegal.
That's no, that's different.
We're talking about flying, just a general.
But what I'm saying is, if you are, right, however which way you want to call it, if you're paying for this girl to come in, you're flying for you're paying for sex. It's prostitution. It's illegal.
But okay, but what the simple fact of, hey, pretty lady, I'm gonna fly you to my city and we're gonna have a good time. They don't understand that's trafficking. That's what we're trying to say here. Just the act of that flying someone out to come here and then maybe the intent maybe to sleep with them, that becomes the trafficking.
It's so much deeper than that. It's not just, hey, I think you're pretty, I'm flying you out to have sex with you.
That's not clear or not, right?
It's, now everybody in the studio gets to have sex with you, and we're gonna do all kinds.
But that's assumptions of certain situations.
But it's not an assumption. That's what they're being charged for. They're not just being charged for I like you and you like me and let's go have sex. That's not what it is. Like otherwise, everybody in the world would be charged for it. It's deeper. It's what happens in those places. Sex trafficking is not just the prostitutes coming in. It is forced. If you look at the actual charges, it says coercion and forced prostitution. You can't force somebody to have sex with you, no matter whether you're flying them in or not. So those are the crimes. It's rape in a sense. It's not just consensually two adults coming in to have sex. Most of these people were minors. Most of these people did not consent to sex. So when they charging them
with rape?
They are.
I don't see Diddy
That's what sexual assault is.
Okay, so...
Or sexual misconduct. It's all the same.
Are you thinking twice to fly out that nice chiseled man, that chiseled body guy that you see that looks like Morris Chestnut? Are you thinking twice to fly him?
No, because if I'm flying somebody out, I'm flying you out with the intent of like getting to know you and date you. For me personally, I'm not just flying a guy out because he looks good. There's 20 guys that I could talk to that live up the road. If it's that serious, I'm not flying anybody in. So.
But it's the mystique, bro, the aura.
No, it's paying for girls that you don't normally have access to. So therefore, it's prostitution. Like, that's what it is. You're paying for a fantasy. And so at the end of the day, it's like, there's a lot of things that people don't really understand. Even just the idea of like, like consent. A lot of people really don't understand. Like, if you just touch a girl, we were talking about this earlier, grab a man's penis, touch a girl's titty, that's sexual assault.
Sexual abuse,
like
bullying, right?
Sexual bullying, bro.
No, but like in legal terms, it's literally sexual assault. If I reach over and squeeze your dick, like if you feel as violent, if you decide I don't like it, you can go and press charges.
Yeah, and the cops are gonna be there laughing at you like this pussy will call.
They still gotta follow up.
Look at this idiot. Hey, V. Look at this guy. Look at Victor.
Really. I mean, that's why a lot of male victims don't speak up, because there are a lot of men that don't like the shit that happens to them. Then they feel like they're going to be picked on. But it's like men have rights to their bodies just like women do too.
That's fact.
I got a son. Nobody's going to violate my kid.
What's the movie where the girl rape up the youth?
The girl raped the youth?
Yeah, the black movie with Denzel.
Antoine Fisher.
Yeah.
And he ran out the room with his shirt. Yeah. And he didn't stop running to the Navy.
That's the same thing that happened to R. Kelly, though.
It's not funny.
Him and his brother lost their virginity to their
fam.
sister.
The guy them be raping the man them, and it's just like, the man them can't really say anything because it's just like, we're supposed to be going like
I mean, you
whatever.
can, but you guys like take it as a badge of honor. It's like so many guys have lost their... That's when I was 12 and I've lost my virginity to a 20-year-old.
Listen, being raped by a ting is not a badge of honor. That's actually weak sauce.
It's traumatizing. Bro. I mean, that's why you have like a lot of men that are hypersexual.
Weak sauce to who, though?
Just general, like to yourself. Like, how could I be raped by a teen? You can't rape me.
Of course you can.
No,
it happens to men as well too.
A few shotties tried to rape me. Still, I'm not gonna lie. A big thing tried to rape me before. Like, it was aggressive. She raped my shirt. I'll never forget it. Like, she locked the door. No, it is that.
No, I'm saying like I believe that, but I'm saying as a kid.
As a kid, it's different. Yeah,
I know a lot of guys that were like, young and lost their virginity to their babysitter. It's like, you might feel like, oh, that's cool.
Or their auntie.
But like, what 8-year-old is really attracted to a 10-year-old?
That's how it usually is with auntie.
It's real.
Yeah, but a lot. Like almost every guy I knew, that was pretty much like the story, especially coming from like the Caribbean, especially Jamaicans. It was like, yeah, big about it. And it's like, no, you were violated. But in order to say that, like you guys said, it's like, oh, it's weak. So most men don't want to acknowledge. It's just like going back to the Diddy situation. There was guys that were violated about Diddy. Forget it. If you guys can't understand the female...
Burn out boy.
Right. But if you guys... There you go. So if you guys can't understand the female aspect, like look at somebody like Justin Bieber and Usher when they were kids and stuff like that. It's
Allegedly.
It's... I mean...
It's alleged.
No.
Until we have
factual. Usher literally said he was at the Diddy parties and that he saw some shit he shouldn't have seen. He said it.
They all said that shit.
But so what? They're lying. If I say some shit about my life, what the hell? I'm saying it. I'm the one that lived it. So Usher saying it, it happened. And that's the problem. If people are speaking up, people need to believe it. Instead of, it's so easy to believe that people are lying, but why can't we believe people are telling the truth?
No, I listen, I don't know what's real from what's not real.
Like at 14 years old, why are you having sleepovers at a grown man's house? It's either he's putting you onto big women or he's touching you.
So Michael was touching people too?
Michael
was touching them kids?
I believe that Michael, after the first time that you got caught doing some fuck shit, you should have stopped. Whether you were touching these kids or not, you seen that it didn't look right, and you thought that you're invincible and you can keep going.
That's not the question, though.
What?
Do you feel like Michael touched them kids?
I feel like Michael had inappropriate boundaries because he thought it was acceptable. I don't think he was like penetrating them or whatever, but having them sleep in the bed and stuff like that, like my kid's not going to your house and sleeping in your bed. For what? You don't have an air mattress or something? Like granted, Michael Jackson's bedroom was as big as most people's houses. So it's a little different. But why, as a grown man, do you even want to be in those situations? Like,
no grown man
I don't
is
want
sleeping
my
with my
own kid
daughter
sleeping
still,
in my
eh?
bed.
Like,
Like,
You know how
it's not
many-
your daughter, your
listen,
son, fam.
Listen.
Your son.
We're older. We've been in relationships with stepkids and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm sleeping in the bed with a girl, like their kids is on the girl's side,
Right,
like
exactly.
they're not near me. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Nobody's gonna give me that badge. You know what I'm saying?
and if you catch flack the first time, why would you repeatedly put yourself in that situation? So you either are guilty of something, or you think you're above the law, or you just aren't realizing the magnitude of it. Because even just to protect myself, I'll be like, you know what? None of your motherfucking kids could ever come around me again. How about that?
That's
Like,
crazy.
That's how I would look at it. It's like, we have to, when you look at people like Michael Jackson and even Diddy's and stuff, like when you look at their upbringings and what these people were going through, like there's so much mental illness that is the underlying issue of all of this. Normal people don't do this shit. Like, and if we had taken that time, because again, like we're laughing and shit, but that's what we do as black people. We laugh at our claim. But even when you do have the money, like most of these people aren't in therapy or getting rehabbed or none of that shit.
Because they have the money, so they don't really care to. They feel like they've got the goal. So going back to your mental illness, but who's gonna tell a Diddy that the nigga's one of the most powerful persons to go get help? Who's gonna go tell a R. Kelly at the time that's the most powerful person in the world to get help?
You shouldn't be waiting until they're most powerful. These are we all saw signs before any of these people got to the magnitude that they were at. We all knew.
Consider the fact that these guys are fucking. Just based on the music aspect, like these guys are fucking hit makers. Like no one is gonna give a fuck what you do in the personal life. They're just gonna be like, you know what? He's a weirdo, but he makes hits. We're just gonna rock with him until he gets fucked up.
And
you know
that's
what I'm
the
saying?
problem.
I wouldn't say that. You can't say that because some people are. There's people like me that have called out people that I know that are around me in the business, and I'll just because. Not even just calling them out, but will say to people I know, yo, are you okay? You should get help. Do you get therapy for this? We've known. We can talk about it. There's times where we've asked H on the show if he's ever talking about the therapy of getting shot.
Yeah.
He said no. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? There are people that are out there that have probably tried to speak to these people, whether it be Diddy, whoever, and it's just like, again, black people, trauma, therapy, all that stuff is not cool. We're supposed to be tough. We're supposed to be hard, all that shit. So I believe that there have been people that have G-checked these guys and they don't want to get help. And at the end of the day, whether it's some people look at them like these people are fucked up, but at the end of the day, it's just like, fuck, I got to pay my bills. My family's got to eat.
True.
And for them to eat, this nigga's got to make hits.
But I feel like there's too much.
As long as I don't get, they're looking at it, as long as I'm not at the parties or, I'm not getting girls for them. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what this nigga's doing on his personal life.
We do that too much in the black community. And then we get mad when we start getting policed by police. Like, if we're not governing our own, somebody's going to do it for us. No, like, we get so mad when we're like, oh, they're tearing down the black community. Well, who's going to do it? Like, these are black people tearing down other black people. Yeah, we're not supposed to, like, we as black people should be holding them accountable, but we're not. But we don't want the white community to hold them accountable. Like, at some point in time, to me, I look at people like Diddy and R. Kelly's where they could have got, like, we look at them who they are now, but 20 years ago, they weren't these people. And they could have been, like, how many people, look at Vybz Kartel. How many people go to jail and come out and you could be a better person? You still have a chance at life. Diddy's never going to be able to come out and have a chance at life. If he gets what he should be getting with, there's 120 new cases and this and that. Like, they're making sure they throw everything on him. So he's going at least 20 years if he takes like a deal. And if he doesn't, he's doing life. So when he comes out, he's like, 54 now? When he comes out, he's going to be in his 70s. What are you really going to do?
He's going to die in the jail.
Yeah.
I don't want to laugh. Because
especially if they put him in GP and the prison that he's in, it's not like he's in no bougie place. Like, they really put him in, like, some shithole. Like, they're reminding him.
But remember,
like,
he's still Diddy, though. He's still Diddy, though. Like, I think niggas give Diddy respect regardless. Like, there's just niggas that you
only
just know.
Only for his money.
Huh?
When your money is put aside, who are you? Like, a lot of people respect you because you can pay their bills and you can make shit happen with your money. But when everybody's watching you get stripped of your power, it's not like people are afraid of Diddy because he's like a fighter or a shooter or whatever. It's his power. So when you're in jail, you got people in there that like legitimately murdered people with their hands and shit.
Yeah,
like,
but
mod people inside of there that don't give a fuck if you're Diddy. Plus, they know that you're a little bit sweet.
No, he's Diddy. It's Diddy. Like, don't get it twisted. Like,
they gonna fuck him up because he's Diddy. Because somebody's got to prove a point. Listen, the dude that was inside whatever jail he's in or prison for 25 years, he's Diddy inside of there. Once you get inside, the power that you have on road, if you don't really have real connections inside, and again, it's what you go inside for. If he was going in for like some drug cartel or this or that, but to go in for these bitch ass crimes, the worst thing you could go to jail for is child rape or any of that shit.
Okay, check this out though.
These are shit you get killed for inside.
Remember what we mentioned, what we talked about earlier about who his father was, right-hand man of so-and-so,
And they killed him.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still Diddy. Like, I feel like Diddy still has goons, my nigga. Like, Diddy wasn't stupid. Like, I don't feel he's dumb enough to not have, like,
Stevie
niggas,
J.
like, around
Stevie
him.
J.
Do you know what I'm saying? Not Stevie J. I'm talking about real niggas, like,
you just
like
proved my
Black
point. He
Rob's
ain't got nobody.
niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
but he
Diddy
fucked
has
all of
niggas,
those
like,
guys
come
over,
on,
though.
Bro, he's from New York.
Yeah,
like,
but
he
everybody
knew
he's
people.
Mace would be a real nigga. Black Rob, all the Craig Mack, all those guys he fucked over.
Yeah, but
His only real backative was white people, and he pissed them off. So now it's like, if Cassie is comfortable enough to come forward, she realizes like the empire, like I have people to back me.
Cassie wasn't really comfortable enough to come forward. She just wanted some dollars, and then
No,
the video
please,
and the video is coming on.
Why would she? First of all, Cassie deserves the dollars because if I'm in a contract with you and you don't fulfill the contract, that's breach of contract. You owe me money.
That's fine.
So there's that.
But she wanted the
But
dollars.
As a victim, no, she didn't. There's no
Yes,
amount
she
of money.
did.
There's no amount of money that can compensate for what you go through as a
Then
victim.
she wouldn't have took the dollars, and she would have still fought the thing.
You can't get. Do you understand statute of limitation? You can't press charges for crimes that
they
have
lifted
passed.
that, didn't they? Isn't that a thing now?
The thing that they lifted was why everybody's doing the lawsuits. They gave people a certain amount
Certain
of
amount of time,
to
yeah.
press lawsuits.
So now that's why everybody's
Oh.
pressing the that's why
can't
everybody's
press
pressing
charges
lawsuits
that
now
everybody
until
say
like I think
criminal,
it's until
you
the end
can't
of the
do
year.
criminal. It already passed.
Yeah.
If I want my justice, do you understand the pain and suffering that people got to go through? Like you lose money, time, everything. You got to pay for therapy. You got to pay for rehab. The girl says she lost her memory, all kind of shit. That shit costs money. And the 30 million is not gonna stop you from waking up and having nightmares and all that shit. Your problem is if you were unhappy before money, you're gonna be unhappy after money. It just makes shit a little bit easier. Now she can pay for some therapy and move her kids away or whatever, and like really move on with her life. So when people minimize it to like money, it's like that's from like a everyday standpoint. But it's like when Cassie was in money and she walked away from it. She could have just continued doing what she was doing with Diddy if that was the case. She walked away from that shit.
No, she can't take them beaters. She was too small to take them beaters.
But my point
bro.
is, Cassie was 19 and this man was in his 30s. That in itself should just cancel out anything. That's a huge different power dynamic. It's not like she was 27 and he was 32. He was like old enough to be her father.
I don't think the power dynamic for age matters. I just think that
Of course it does. Your frontal lobe doesn't even finish developing until you're 25
I don't
years
think
old.
I don't think that I don't think that matters. I just think the fact that I just think that again we spoke about that. No, but again the power is not even about that. It's the power aspect of Diddy being one of the most being one of the most powerful person in the world.
Right. But
that
somebody
is more
like Dame Dash, who's a grown ass man.
But he doesn't have the power like Diddy.
I'm not talking about power.
But it doesn't matter. But
that,
what I'm talking about though.
As a person, as a 19-year-old kid to Puff Daddy, the age matters. These are not adults. These are children. So right now, like for me, like I've been around like people that are on those levels. As a grown woman, I can say no. I'm not excited about that shit. But my 19-year-old self would have been totally like, this is different. Like these are kids that we're talking about. We still are thinking where our mind is at, but like put yourself at 19 years old and you have the opportunity, and then you have one of the most powerful people on top of that. If grown people are afraid of this man, what kid?
But that goes back to my point. So if grown people are afraid of him because of the power, it doesn't matter about the age.
If you're
It's the
a kid,
power.
it's even worse.
I don't think it's even worse. I don't think it's even worse. I think it just matters about the power of the person. If you have a very powerful person and they're able to take advantage of you, that's the fucked up part.
So
I don't think it matters the age.
The
age shouldn't matter because then you're looking at it.
No, because how adults.
Nah, but you still can't look at so if a adult is getting fucking used and abused from Diddy's thing, we're gonna downgrade that because it's just an adult, and we're gonna look at it because a kid was involved, it's worse?
Yes, because a child
an adult. But we don't know what the adult went through too, though.
I'm not saying that we don't know what the adult went through, but I'm saying when it comes to a child and an adult,
a 19-year-old is not a child, though.
19 is a child.
It's not a child.
Yes, it is.
19 is not a child.
19 is a child. I don't give a damn what the government said,
Well,
because that means
that's you though.
No, but it doesn't
19
matter.
is not a child.
If you have morale
19
and
is not a child.
integrity, 19 is a child.
19
if you're
is
an
not a
adult,
child.
it is. So that means if the government said 12 was legal, then that's an adult. No,
No,
it's not.
I'm not. That has nothing to do with
It
the government.
does.
A child to
Who
me.
said so?
Once you pass, listen to me. So
The
let me explain.
government.
Hold on. No. Let me talk.
The government.
Let
told
me
you
talk.
18.
You okay? You got yours out. Let me talk now.
No, I did it.
So good. Yes, you did. So
No,
the
you cut me off.
no, I didn't.
I just asked you if 19.
Again, a
child.
19 is not a child to me. I don't
Right.
give a fuck what the government says.
Right.
A 19-year-old is not a child to me.
Why?
Once you're past a teen, you
Right.
stop being a child. You're a teenager now. So
Okay.
you stop thinking like a child because you have to start moving like a teenager. You have to start moving like you have some
So,
sort of fucking sense.
A teenager is still a child.
Oh my god.
It's the same thing.
A 16-year-old and a 7. Hold on, not even a 19-year-old is gonna get charged like a fucking 12-year-old.
That's my point. You're thinking in terms of the government.
No, is a 19-year-old gonna get charged like a 12-year-old?
Who makes the rules though?
Answer
the government.
question.
No, because
Why
of
are
the
you not
government.
answering the
Because of the
question?
government.
No.
Who made the rules?
Is a
Who's charging
19-year-old
them?
gonna get
Jesus
charged?
Christ?
Is a 19-year-old gonna get looked at the same way as a 12-year-old? Not even just
No.
look. Okay, fuck the government. Is a 19-year-old gonna get looked at as a 12-year-old the same way as a 12-year-old?
By what?
In anything. In any way of the world, are we gonna look at a 10-year-old or a 20-year-old, an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old?
Let me answer your question.
Hold on, let me finish.
No.
Are we gonna look at them the same? Exactly.
No. So are you going to look at a 38-year-old the same way you're going to look at a 19-year-old? No. That's my point.
It's
at the end of the day,
exactly. So I'm gonna look at the
right?
situation
so therefore,
more than
a
anything.
child will not process.
I'm gonna look at the
same way
situation more
that
than
a grown
anything.
person. You just proved my point that a child will not process every year.
A 19-year-old is not a child. That's my thing. A 19-year-old is not a child. You, a 19-year-old is a
Your
child.
frontal
to me,
lobe does,
a 19-year-old is not a
scientifically
child.
speaking, your frontal lobe does not close and fully develop until the age of 25.
Shot.
Hey, it wasn't a real acting over here. No,
I was scientific points.
No, I love it.
Your frontal lobe does not close until you're 25 years old. Therefore, whatever decisions you're going to make
The game is on
matter
pause.
until you're
The
25.
game is on
No, I don't care
pause.
about the game. I'm saying
Okay,
it doesn't matter until after the age of 25.
okay. So, we're playing a game. It's a drinking game. I think if you tell the truth,
Here, you have your shot?
if you tell the truth, you don't drink.
I already started drinking.
If you,
All right,
girl,
we gotta
just
drink it too.
wait. If you tell the truth, you don't drink. If you tell the truth, you don't drink. If you don't tell the truth,
drunk.
it's you take a drink.
Have you ever, whatever? So if you tell the truth, you drink. If you don't,
Yeah, then you have to answer or drink. Exactly. So it's on Gutsy. Okay? Gutsy, have you ever cheated?
so if I tell the truth, I don't have to drink.
Yes.
Actually,
Okay. Done. Next is Vegas. Okay, the question is,
nigga, that's ass. Has anybody ever? Have you ever faked the orgasm?
no, it's fake an orgasm or drink. If you don't want to fake the orgasm,
right now?
you don't drink.
Yeah, fake an orgasm right. Oh, she drank us. She drank.
You drank? You passed it?
Drank us.
Ah.
She didn't want to give us that.
I'll never fake an orgasm in my life.
All right. Next topic.
No. Drink if you ever.
No, we're not doing this one. We're just waiting for the next round. After the next conversation, then we'll go and play again. Okay?
Cool.
All right. DDG and Halle Berry break up. They made it a whole public spectacle on Instagram and all sorts of shit. Obviously, it's their first child, young couple. I guess everybody's online is actually like being like, yeah, Halle, good for you, leave him, blah, blah, blah. They're happy about
Why
it.
did they break up?
That's a good question. I
don't
don't
think
think
they'll reveal it.
anybody knows why. I want to assume they're young. And,
Children.
you know, sometimes when you have children young, you make children decisions.
Was
I'm
she in the?
saying
Was she?
they're
The frontal lobe, right?
Their
Is that
children.
developed?
None of them is
frontal lobe is
25
not
yet. Their
developed.
frontal lobe has not been developed, and they made irrational decisions as children.
Are you happy?
The
You got
same
your
age
point.
as my child. Yes, children. Children.
So their frontal lobe hasn't been developed,
Yes.
so they made a brash decision to the first
Make
thing
a lifelong decision.
My question is my question is who keeps the child?
I feel like DGG would probably have more time to keep the little boy. I feel like he probably wanted it more than Halle did. And I feel like it was a way for him to kind of at least secure her permanently. And so...
So you think that she's the prize?
Absolutely. We're always the prize. But more so, this was... You can give life.
Nigga!
Yes.
Yes, we give life all the time.
Yeah,
We
okay.
have the option
Maybe
to
if I
give life.
implant my woman to you, because we're in
No,
2024.
when I put my
Man, you
sperm
can't
in
give
a
life.
woman, we give life.
Yeah, you can't give life without a nigga, without a man.
Without our
yes,
sperm,
we
how
give
you giving life?
We're the ones, we're the life givers here,
No,
not the women.
You're not.
So
Without sperm,
yes,
how you
we
giving
are.
life?
Do you want me to get deep right now?
Go
I don't
ahead.
feel like you guys are ready for this.
Go.
Do you understand why in the Bible they talk about like Jesus Christ was born from like immaculate conception? Because once upon a time, women, just like fishes and a couple other animals, we were able to procreate just the way how like certain fishes can just breed themselves. That's initially how we were able to do it.
Okay, the
Right?
key word here is once upon a time.
So we didn't need you. We didn't need
Key
you
word.
initially.
You did not need me.
And then we started getting
Bible
horny
is
and doing
cap.
certain things. It's not even the Bible. This is just like science. I'm not a religious person
So
at
hold
all.
on, have you ever
evolved.
seen a woman get pregnant without getting sperm inside of her?
You need a sperm, right?
Where are you getting sperm from?
You need a sperm from the man now in this day and age. But there are also like you can Google it. You can go on TLC. They have like that. What is that? That My Weird Life, whatever that shit is. And you have women that just like get pregnant and they haven't had sex because your body, certain things like you can develop. I don't remember the name for it, but there's a specific name for it.
You don't believe that,
And it's
do
a
you?
fun. It's not about. That's like me asking if I believe if I get my period. Yes, it's science. Like these are things that have been proven. By all you got to do is Google it. You can snicker it and then you can
Do
go
you believe
Google
everything on the
afterwards.
internet too?
I don't necessarily believe everything on the internet, but if you do enough homework and research, like you don't click on the first link. If you look into certain things, like for example, if you study basketball, right? I don't watch basketball anymore. So there's certain things about basketball you're going to know because you've done your homework and research. And for me to be not watching basketball and be like, you're lying. Like there's things that you haven't taken the time to do the research. It's like you can't explain it because it's not like just a black and white area.
Nigga,
So
you said-
scientifically, women were able to have babies without men before. We are not the same people. We understand that we
I
evolved from like
understand.
Homo
I
sapien,
get
all that,
it.
right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is,
That doesn't sound like a evolve. That sounds like a devolve.
right now we need men and women. So we need each other. So what I'm saying is, right? You can have a man. You can take his sperm. Let's go with modern day age. We need your sperm, but you need the incubator. We could have you for like 10 seconds. It takes 9 months for that life to grow and develop.
I get all
Whatever
that.
she eats, how she sleeps, her hormones, is she stressed? All of that impacts the baby. The nut, thank you for your nut. But that is just the beginning of it.
But that's what you need.
Your body's not changing.
But that's what you need.
But it's not about it being what you need.
Yes, it is.
You can fertilize the plant, but if you don't water it, it's not going to grow. So it
Okay.
doesn't matter how many seeds you plant if you don't
But
water it.
Without
And
the man, you cannot
But you're
have
not
a baby
understanding
at
it.
all. I get what you're saying, but you're saying like
Well, nobody's saying that we don't need you, but we need your sperm. We don't need you.
Okay, so going back to it, she's basically saying that my girl was the
You got
prize.
lesbians that have babies all the
she
time.
initially said that
Halle
Halle Bailey
Berry was the prize.
was the prize.
Because women are the life givers.
But no, they're not.
Are
We
you
give
going to
the
carry
life.
the baby
Anyways,
in
okay.
your belly for 9 months?
Okay, you're the life carriers, not the life givers. We give life. You
We
carry
give
it.
life because if that woman doesn't... Do you know how many women die giving birth?
I understand all that, but
Right,
we're
so
giving
that's
you
my
the
point.
life. The sperm is the life
You're giving the no, because there's still an
Whereas
egg that
in-
you can't have a baby without the egg being fertilized, right?
Okay, so you
You
guys
still
are the
need the egg,
carriers.
so it's
you
50
guys are the
It's
fertitioners.
50-50.
You guys are the soil.
need-
but you need the seeds, broski.
But
That's what I'm
after
trying to
you
say.
plant the seed, you're worthless.
Okay,
is
but
what I'm
that's
saying.
not what we're trying to say
You
here,
don't
though.
serve any
We're trying
purpose
to
after
say
you
that
plant the
you're
seed.
saying that you're the life givers, but we are
are
initially
because
the
who's
life
pushing
givers.
the baby out?
This is why there's beer bottom on this side.
Who's pushing the baby out? You're not giving life. You're not pushing the
I
baby out.
understand that.
Your
We're gonna
pum
get
pum
canceled
don't bring
ASAP.
life.
But you're
Cartel
the
never
life
made a song
carrier.
about you.
You're carrying the life once the seed is given.
We are giving life. Your pum pum bring life.
Okay.
Never heard a song say your cocky bring life.
I
No.
heard it.
Because
The
the
remix.
Gal
Doesn't even
never made a
sound
song
right.
like that. The Gal
Y'all didn't
never
even
made
make
a
one.
song like that. What?
Because we realize it's a lie.
It's
And
not.
we're not
It
gonna
can't
go
be
put
a
that
lie.
lie out there.
That can never be a lie because at the end of the day, you need seed. You need a
You do, but
male
you don't give life.
sperm.
You fertilize it, but you don't bring life.
Bro, okay. All right, you're just.
So you're trying to
twisted.
say that the doo-doo in the manure is when the flower buds, the doo-doo in the manure is giving life, or is it the flower that's budding?
The doo-doo is the nutrients, like the,
The
food you would
nutrient,
eat.
right? But the
like
flower
food you would
buds,
eat.
right? So if the person doesn't come and water it, and after the doo-doo's done, you still have to give it fertilizer and all this other stuff.
Which is all the woman's work, yes.
Right.
But how do you
So
even
if
get there?
It doesn't.
How do you get there?
Matter.
How do you get there?
It doesn't matter.
All right.
If-
It doesn't matter.
If
right
I
there.
plant a tree and it dies, it
What
doesn't
do-
matter how it got there if it didn't grow.
What's DDG's plan of action here if he doesn't have the kid? What's DDG's plan of action here if he doesn't have the kid? What
Well,
is
I
it?
don't feel like Halle would. I feel like Halle had that baby way too early, and it put a standstill on her career. So I feel like just like that little skinny girl, what's her name, Kayla, and she had 2 babies for this guy. She was a comedian. She did like whatever, and then she gave the baby to the baby
Kayla
father.
Nicole.
Yes, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like if the woman is the one that's more of the breadwinner, or her career is a little bit more hectic or whatever, like. What's the difference between you being with your mother and your father? Like, I'm sure Haley's not going to avoid the child at all costs, but I feel like she had that baby too early. She did it because she wanted, DGG was showing a lot of insecurities and she wanted to show him, like, I got you. But she was a Disney princess. There was an image that was put upon her that they wanted her to maintain. And so many of us were disappointed. Not because that baby is beautiful and he deserves to be here and you can't speak anything negative on the child, but because we've seen too many of us just become baby mothers instead of wives and building on our careers and creating our own legacy. You could have always had a baby later. So I feel like if they do the right thing based on the path that she was going to, I think it would be good for him to be with his father. I think he's a great dad.
You think they should have aborted the baby to begin
Absolutely not.
with? No.
No.
You don't believe in abortion?
No. Not unless there's like you were raped or the condom broke or something like that. But if you're out here willingly having unprotected sex, you know what the repercussions are. I don't feel like abortion is a form of contraception.
I believe in abortion. I don't think they should have had the baby still. I think you're right about them being too young. And what I don't like about the comments, though, there's a lot of comments, like I said, congratulating Hale Bailey about, like, yeah, you didn't need him type shit like that. Like, why are they, like, pitching single parenting? Like, I hate that shit, bro. Like,
there's a lot of bitter black women out there, and a lot of and we have to be real with ourselves. There's a lot of when we see somebody, I'm not even gonna speak for myself. When because I'm different, but when they see a female who has what they want or feel like they deserve, it's like it's a ticking time bomb of waiting for it to crumble for them, so that they don't feel like something is wrong for them within themselves. It's like, see, I told you he was gonna do da 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 and whatever and blah blah blah. Like people were waiting for that to happen, but at the same speed, he was also showing a lot of red flags in the beginning. So I wish they just dated. It's the same thing with Offset and Cardi B. I wish they just dated. Like, you don't have to solidify yourself into all this stuff, because if you date people, the whole purpose of dating is to find out if you like this person or not. So when you make a lifelong commitment with this person, it's like, now I'm stuck. And it's like, how many people are like, man, if I could go back and change my baby father, my baby mother, it's like, because we didn't, especially in the black community, we don't date. We either are fucking around or we're in a serious relationship.
But they got married. Cardi B and Offset.
Yeah, but look at them now. They should have just dated.
But that not every marriage or thing is gonna be perfect.
There's perfect, and then there's like a catastrophe.
Well, shit happens.
No, not like this. That's
What
what
do you mean not like
shit
this?
like this happens when you're not ready for marriage. When you're prepared for marriage, like, you can break up for reasons, but when you have constant infidelities, that means that you didn't get certain things out of your system.
I think Offset's still living the rapper lifestyle.
Exactly.
And that comes with it. But if Cardi B should have known that.
No, but I
She
also
should have
feel
known
like
that,
he
and she
should have
should have
known
been
if
ready
you
for that.
marry somebody, they're both
But if that person's showing you that, what if that person's showing you that or making it seem like they've changed or whatever? How are you gonna know the difference? Maybe Offset was making it seem like, okay, he's a changed man and he's not doing these things, and then like she's gonna be like, all right, maybe he did seem like he was changed. Right. She's going through his phone. She's not seeing anything, so she's like, all right, let me marry this guy.
I feel like the goes back to the power dynamics. I feel like in the beginning they were kind of balanced, and Cardi was like this awkward, quirky, whatever, and then she became more powerful than him, and she was making more money than him.
No.
There definitely wasn't a power dynamic. No. I think it was the other way around.
Cardi B was more powerful than him.
That's what I said.
And then when they first got married, Cardi B was more powerful, like way more. Offset and it switched because Offset got hot, bro.
When she got featured with them, because people seen Cardi B as like the girl from Love and Hip Hop, but she was just the funny girl, the quirky one. Her teeth was still whatever, like she was. When she came into like the rapper aspect and the sexual whatever, and got especially accepted in the black community, because before that black woman did not like her because she was saying a lot of colorist shit. So when she got accepted by the black community and put in that level, remember how she even got on, so to speak, was that Motorsport song.
Bodak Yellow.
No.
Bodak Yellow.
Here's what I'm saying. Let me finish. She had Bodak Yellow, but the Motorsport song was supposed to be, I don't remember which Migo it was, but whatever Migo it was, and Nicki Minaj. And then they snuck
Quavo.
There you go. And then they snuck Cardi B on it. That's why Cardi B and Nicki are beefing. They snuck her on it, and then when they put her on it, it kind of like took her into, like, if I get a feature right now with like Nicki Minaj, it's gonna take me to a different level. Like, so when she took that I'm telling you can go look up the interviews. They spoke about this. I'm not asking you what I feel.
No, I'm telling you.
Just hear what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when she, in terms of her fan base that expanded her to a different aspect, if you get a feature with Nicki Minaj, that's gonna take you to a different level.
Not a Motorsport days. Motorsport days, like Cardi B was way bigger than Nicki Minaj.
She was bigger than everybody on that point. Yes, she was.
During that.
Bodak, yeah.
Cardi B did not get big.
Yes,
having one song doesn't make you the biggest artist in the world.
No, she had a hit album. All those
she had the whole hit album.
Yeah. She had friggin'
the song with Bad Bunny.
I like it like
all
that.
All these came after Motorsport.
No,
I think they came on.
Okay, we're just gonna do the research.
Fact check.
I'm telling you what I see with my own two eyes.
Fact check.
Unless I know what I'm talking about. Research. Wrong. Scorpio.
Research.
Go and look up the interview where Nicki Minaj is like, why had her.
Forget about the interviews.
But that's what I'm saying.
Forget about the interviews.
No, but you can't forget about the point that I was making. You can't come and make your whole point off of something that I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in terms of her skyrocketing, at the time when she got the Motorsport feature with Nicki Minaj, Cardi B was a very new artist.
No, she wasn't. Okay, Cardi B,
when they dropped Cardi and Nicki Minaj on
when
the same
they
level.
Dropped Motorsport, it was 2017, October 27, 2017.
When did Cardi
When
B come
Cardi dropped her first album, I want to say it was 2017 as well.
2017, 2016.
Exactly, in the same time frame.
And she got hot though. So imagine.
No. Hold on. But Bodak, hold on. Let me make my point. Bodak Yellow came out way before, and Bodak Yellow is. Hold on, let me talk.
You guys are not understanding my point.
No, but you're not even hearing our point, though.
Because I was the one making the point, and then you guys are changing my point to cater to your needs.
No, we're not changing your point. We're just making our point that you're seeing that at Motorsport boosted her. But we're seeing it didn't because Bodak Yellow super already boosted her. Motorsport wasn't getting played in the jails. Bodak Yellow was in 2018.
Jail determines whether or not a song is a hit.
It came out July 16th.
Same time.
No, that's a year later.
In July. It came out the same year.
It's so right there on Google and you still arguing with it.
I understand what you're saying. Because,
like, let me talk about the field that I'm in. I think I know a thing or two.
Because I think what you're trying to say is, like, yes, Bodak Yellow was a big fucking record.
It was a hit, but one hit doesn't make you the biggest rapper in the friggin' world. Glorilla had a big track, but she still had to follow up with it.
Yeah, and Cardi B followed up with Ring. She followed up with I Like It Like That.
2018. I'm not.
Yeah, but she still followed up with that. Are you listening
to what I'm saying?
Though.
You can Google Nicki Minaj and Cardi B talking about why they had the beef, and Nicki Minaj herself and everybody else was saying it. The beef started because basically you got to co-sign any female rapper. Girls are dying to get a Nicki Minaj co-sign right now. To this day, to me, if you look at how long Nicki Minaj has been out and how much impact and how many albums she has, it is a disrespect. That is why she's mad. To put Cardi B and Nicki Minaj on a rap level in the same breath.
Not really, but
It is. How many albums does Cardi B have?
Doesn't matter about
One.
an album.
She had none at the moment.
She had none
No,
at
but I'm
the
saying
time.
right
At
now.
the time, regardless.
Right now.
We're
though.
talking about back then.
No,
at the
but I'm
time.
saying
We're talking
even
about back
right
then.
now.
Fuck about back then. We're talking about at that time though.
At that time, her album just came out.
So
The
good.
same
So
time
why?
that-
So why
the
would it?
same
So
time at
so Nicki
Motorsport.
shouldn't. So Nicki shouldn't feel no way that they're putting a new artist with Nicki.
But it goes to Nicki's.
Of course
it goes
it
to
does.
Nicki's character.
And
it goes to
two,
Nicki's
No, it
character.
doesn't.
She
If-
never,
It shows
if
that
I'm doing-
it shows that Cardi's push, because that should have actually pushed Cardi off. Because if Nicki's fucking beefing with her, any other fucking artist would have fell off.
Nicki was beefing with Remy at that point in time, and
Doesn't-
that's
and
why
then
Cardi
Remy
B
fell the
snuck.
fuck off.
No, you're not understanding. Cardi B got that window to sneak in because Nicki was focused on Remy when she should have been focusing on
Regardless,
Cardi
Cardi B still got in though.
because
That just shows
there was no
shows
other
her.
competition.
Okay, hold on.
But there's been never
Okay,
any
hold
other
on.
competition.
Was Nicki and Cardi even beefing before Motorsport?
No.
That's my point. It's like if you right now you say, "Hey, Cinnamon, I got a song for you," and me like I'm gonna put Gutsy on it. Then you go and slide Lala on it, and I don't know she's on it. You are giving, and let's say I'm the bigger artist. You're giving her a cosign that I didn't consent to.
Cares.
Whether it, what do you mean? Who cares? Like,
I guess I get it.
Of course I would
As a
be
bigger
mad.
artist,
The
it's like,
hell?
why do you have this person
It's
on
intent-
it?
Because
You
we
don't have
rock with her.
integrity,
She's
Gutsy.
she's gang. So if
She
you don't want,
wasn't
so if you
gang
don't,
until
so
she
if you
fucked
don't want,
people
if you don't
over
want
to
to,
get
if you don't want to,
But
fuck,
if
no,
she
she
never-
didn't fuck nobody over.
Okay,
to
but
get
if
I just
she-
told you what she did.
If she never,
How did she fuck over anybody? Who
Okay,
did she
hold
fuck
on,
over?
The
hold on.
Migos did that to her.
That was
That's-
but that's the Migos. That has nothing to do with
But
Cardi.
she was fucking
Okay,
with them.
if
you went
you
in on
didn't
it. There's
give-
too many females that
Of
step
course.
on other females' toes
If I'm
to get
getting
to the top.
if I'm
period.
an up and coming artist, who the fuck wouldn't want to song with Nicki
my
Minaj?
point is that's where the beef came from.
Good,
so-
and my point is, Cardi was still able to become a successful artist even after
She's
that.
not an artist. She's just a public figure.
Regardless,
Where's her music?
she still became
Where is her
successful
music? She
after
drops
that.
music,
Features,
Regardless,
and
she
then
was
they
still
go- they
able
don't
to.
chart.
I already knocked Cardi for
She
whatever.
is a plant.
It doesn't matter.
Like, yeah,
Regardless,
Cardi
she was
B's
still
purpose was to take
regardless-
Nicki Minaj off, and it failed. Cardi B is not even a black female, and she gets a forward
you
and
see,
a pass.
this is the personal.
No, but
She's
she
taking her
gets-
personal
it's
out
not
on her now.
It's not personal. Is she black?
What the fuck is that? I don't give a fuck.
My point is, if a black woman
What does that have to
acted
do
the
with
way that
music?
Cardi B acted, she wouldn't be in the position that she was in.
This is a
That's
Barbie
cap
here.
because
This
Sexy
is a
Red
super
does it.
Barbie.
Sexy Red does it even worse, and she's look where she
nowhere
is.
near in the position that Cardi B is in.
Yeah,
all.
she's hot right now. She's
hot.
Cardi B got a Drake feature? No. Sexy
nowhere-
Red got a couple of them.
Why would you
I
get
would
a-
rather have a couple of them. A lot. You would rather have a couple of
Who's Drake's
Hold on,
best
let me
friend?
talk. Would you rather have Drake?
Who's Drake's best friend?
Let me
Nicki
talk,
Minaj,
bro.
no?
Let somebody else talk.
But
Would you
why
rather have a
would you
Drake
get a
feature or a
Drake
Nicki feature?
if you're beefing with his?
Would you
friend?
rather have a
Drake.
Drake
I would have
feature
a
or a
Drake.
Nicki
I
feature?
would have a Drake
All right, so
feature.
Sexy Red is good right
Yeah,
now, and
Sexy
she's
Red's
doing
in a
all
good
the shit
position.
that Cardi was doing
She's in
even
a good
worse.
position.
No,
She's in
she's
a
Shout
good
out to all the
position.
fucking
No, she's
disrespectful shit that's Sexy Red be doing, that nasty little bitch. We like that shit. We like all that freaky shit you doing over there,
Okay,
Sexy.
go and
We
look
fuck with
at
it.
Sexy Red's tour sales, and then go look at Cardi B's. It's not the same. Period.
Well, obviously.
Like
but
so my point is, like, if I'm a black female, I'm not gonna let you guys speak down on what we actually experience because I can't
Nobody's
tell you.
speaking down
No,
on
no,
it.
but what I'm saying,
You're making this into a color thing. We weren't making this
is
into
a
a color
thing.
thing.
Is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, Cardi B got where she was because she was planted to take down a black female rapper that was feeling herself too much.
But she
Period.
lost.
Yeah,
she
who
lose?
cares?
Cardi B lost.
No, but
Yeah,
it's
well-
not about a win or a loss. What I'm saying is, like, when you're saying, "Oh, big up to Cardi B and this and that," whatever, it's like,
Nobody said big up to Cardi B. We
You
just
were
said that
basically
Cardi.
saying how she
No,
did-
I was just saying that she
You
would
were
continue
hyping
to
it
be
up.
successful
Right.
after the
But what
situation.
I'm
Nobody's
saying
beating
is,
it
no,
up.
but what I was initially saying is to put Cardi B on the same level as Nicki Minaj. Is
Nobody did that.
the music industry does it.
But we weren't talking
why
about
are we
that,
even
though.
having them in the same conversation right now?
Well,
You
at
brought,
the-
you
at the-
kind of
on
brought
the
it. You
same
kind of
level.
brought it
No,
up
we
because
brought-
we
we
were talking about Cardi B breaking up with Offset,
Offset.
Right.
and you turned it into something else because
No.
we
We all turned it into something else because we
Nah,
started
not
talking about stuff, and then you guys keep
really.
taking my points and making other points and twisting it around. Initially, there was something
This is
that
the
I was
Alicia
trying
Cinnamon
to say,
show featuring
but
the
you
man
guys
them.
were trying to switch it up. It's not even that, but if you're gonna ask somebody to come here and give their point, you can't keep shutting down my point.
No,
we're
we
not
can
shutting
argue.
it
We're not shutting down
down.
your
We're
point.
not
So you're
shutting
saying
it
that we're
down.
supposed to just agree with everything you say then, because
I'm not saying
we're
that
having
we're
a
supposed
we
to
just
agree
we
with-
don't we're not supposed to agree with everything you,
You don't
say.
have to agree, but
so that's what
you
we're
can
doing.
Let me finish the point before
We
you
have, though.
No, you haven't. You kept making your point on my point. You both made your own points on my point.
So make your point right now.
The point was already made. That at the end of the day, the only thing I was saying was how their beef initially started from the Migos, right? So I was saying, because we were saying that Cardi B is whatever, she's this, she's that, and blah, blah, blah. And I was saying, when Cardi B and Offset initially got together, Cardi B got her, this is how we got to this topic. I said Cardi B got her plug from people like Offset and people like Nicki Minaj, because she just came in as a love and hip hop figure. These people were already established artists in the game. So when you get your feature and your co-sign from certain people, what I was saying was, I don't think Offset was anticipating Cardi B being as big as she was, and to the point where she's bigger than him. So now I'm going to ask you guys, as a man, do you guys not feel, if you're in a relationship with a female and she's making way more money than you, do you not feel at some point you can end up resenting her?
Nope. I actually would want that.
Why would that be a bad thing that my girl, is up?
You know what I'm saying? Let me do some other stuff. Let me cook. let me stay at the home. I'll be house hubby. You know what I'm saying? I'll be nice and ready for you when you come home.
Say some fucked up shit, but that's broke nigga mentality.
It's
like,
wow.
it
So
is
I'm
though.
supposed to resent her?
No, I'm not saying resentment, but what I'm saying is like, okay.
But you asked us a question.
I did, and then I heard it.
But that's not broke nigga mentality.
To me. Because
so wanting your girl to be uplifted, and just because she makes more money than you, she's up more than you, you're saying that we're supposed to resent
okay
her.
With being house hubby.
No, you never said. Oh no. Now
He's
she's stitching up this thing. He said that. Yes,
he just said
that's
that.
fine.
So what am I switching?
But
he's
making that as a joke. He's saying that as a fucking joke. Regardless if he's saying it, if he's true or not. We're saying that if our girls are up,
for you.
why are we downing that? That's not.
What I'm saying is like, I'll be house hubby. I'll have my own businesses. I'll do some other stuff. Like, I'm not gonna be like, obviously, like just doing nothing, but I will do stuff because obviously there's gonna be stuff to do at home. You know what I'm saying? And I will still work on I'm a creative guy. Like, I'll be doing this all day, making money on the internet, finding new ways to make more money. Like, that's what I'll be doing, taking care of the bills.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
how's that a broke mentality, though?
Because of the way that you guys said it initially. Now that you've explained yourself. Okay, cool. Understand.
The way that you guys or the way that he said
just said, I'll be a house hubby.
Like,
he left it at that. So I'm like, that's broke nigga mentality.
One time.
Okay, no,
because I was broke.
But here's what I'm saying, okay? This is gonna piss you guys off anyways, but a man's natural nature is to be a provider. So when you were already that nigga and you get into a relationship with a woman that was kind of less than you, and then now she's surpassing you, you have to take in, forget about being like somebody who's working a construction job or a teacher or whatever. The purpose of being a rapper and what they were doing, they were rock stars. You want to be admired and you want women to flock you and all that shit. So when you're basically known as like Cardi B's husband, it's the same issue that Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown had. A lot of men want women that are like in that position until you really get it. And to like a lot of like the reason why a lot of Offset's cheating is happening is because the women that he's cheating with, they're nowhere near on Cardi's level. So they still look at Offset like, yo, you're that nigga. And they can still praise him and appreciate him. When you're a woman, and I'm going to be transparent, when you're a woman that makes more money than your man, it's very hard not to tap into your masculine energy. And sometimes you might say some shit to make him feel less than as a man. So he's going to turn. Remember earlier we were saying this, niggas will fuck whatever, right? If the girl makes you feel good. So they might be looking at it, yo, this is just some bum bitch or a stripper in the club or whatever. But she was making him feel like he was the rock star that he came in the game to be. So I'm not discrediting Cardi B's come up or whatever, but as a woman, the more intelligent you are, the more successful you are, the more you have your own shit, it is hard as fuck to find a man or to find a man that is willing to humble himself and say, okay, I'm going to play the back seat and let you be the driver. Does that make sense?
Yes. But I'm still not going to be mad at my bitch for making more money.
No, you shouldn't. Like, you should not.
That's
like,
madness.
But a lot of men, the insecurities do. What I'm saying makes sense? Like if you're not a secure person in your shit, it's like, yo, why is she getting more bookings than me? Like, if we're both, like, in the same field, you're going to want to. That's why I feel like Tia the twin, and her husband broke up? Because she was, like, carrying him for the whole relationship. That as soon as they broke up, Tyler Perry gave him this big deal and whatever, and blah, blah, blah. A lot of women won't admit it, but there's a hidden resentment as to, like, why am I the man in the relationship? So that it comes out in different ways where you don't show your appreciation.
That sounds immature to me, though.
It is.
Like, as a woman, like, you know, you're as a woman to feel like that about a nigga, like, a resentment, even just resentment in general is immaturity. Like, that's just you not growing and you just wanted to stick in the place. Like, it's like being on the block and niggas hustling harder and I'm just there and hustling little, and it's like I resent him because he's hustling harder. How can I do that?
No, but I think also too, depending on how you were raised, right? Because that goes back to culture. Cardi B, that's why I'm saying she's not black, she's Latino. A lot of like when you're in culture, because like my dad's side is Afro-Cuban. When you come from a certain culture, like Indians, Latinos, your man is expected to take care of you. So a lot of us in the black community, because we come from struggle, that 50-50 mentality makes sense. But so when they do it, it's like, okay, I know, like you have like their parents and stuff. Like, I don't know if you ever dated a girl outside your race or whatever, like maybe an Indian girl.
Never.
You ever dated an Indian girl?
Ever.
Not even high school?
Never, ever.
You?
I fucked them, not did though.
Never dated? Okay, so like if you date one of them, right, like, and you can't go to their house or this or that because you're not good enough for their parents, so to speak, because they're conditioned to believe that you're supposed to get a doctor or this or that. Most other cultures outside of the black community, the man that you date is supposed to have more than you. So the resentment comes into place where it's like, it's not a front thing, but it's like, just like how men are like, oh, women don't cook anymore or do this or that. There's, whether we admit it or not, we have expectations of what we feel like a woman is supposed to be like and what we feel like a man is supposed to be like.
Gender roles.
Right. And I honestly don't believe that Offset doesn't love Cardi B. I honestly feel like his ego is severely affected because I've dated guys that were in the industry and they couldn't handle that I might be getting more bookings than them or my name is more whatever. So then they started, fucking girls that were like on my friends list. And it's like, okay, like you could have fucked anybody else, but you decided to do that because you wanted to hit where it hurt. Because you needed to remind me I can still get bitches.
Sounds like a bitch ass nigga to me, man. And it is shot o'clock. What are you doing? Fucking right. Take some more.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Just understand I have 7 brothers, so all my life I had to fight.
All right.
I have 4 sisters. I get it.
There you go.
Alive?
And the
Very
thing is,
passionate motherfucker.
all of
That's
us are
it.
all saying the same thing when we shut the fuck up.
Okay, all right, listen. Gutsy, wait, stop
We'll blame
drinking.
that Captain Morgan.
Drink if you ever got alcohol poisoning.
Drink if we ever got. I told you the craziest way I got alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
Try to give
You
it
don't
to him
remember?
again.
I got alcohol poisoning from eating pussy, nigga.
Oh, yeah. So you're drinking.
I just feel like I need a story time.
No, that was
All
it. Was
right.
alcohol poisoning. It was alcohol poisoning.
How?
Long story. It's not a long story. She drank a lot before she came to see me, and she
Okay, whoever has
Fluids.
drank the least throughout this game has to drink, and I think that was me, because you finished your cup, and I finished my cup.
This question sucks.
Yeah, we gotta find better questions.
Drink if you've never been to China. Hey.
That's dumb. Cinnamon.
You been to China?
Cinnamon. Drink if you thought you had a good voice and actually started singing. No, but you were a fucking singer.
Drink if...
That's a stupid question.
Somebody said that or you?
No, that's a dumb question.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Drink if you never had a foursome.
Foursome?
Yeah. You got a foursome?
I didn't remember that till the...
Too late now. You got 10 seconds to answer the question. After the 10 seconds, 2 girls, 2 guys, 3 girls, all girls.
We're not disclosing. We ended this game. This game's ass.
I'm a Scorpio.
Why they got them so scared to talk about their personal stuff?
The gender role.
No, well, we could.
Why? What gender roles? Niggas call me fucking bawas and all kinds of crazy shit for eating pussy. There ain't no gender roles in Toronto.
Yeah, but it's 2020. Yeah, but how many girls holler at you?
Not a lot, because I swear to God, I wish I got. I thought that, me saying this shit, holy, the guy them would be following. No, fam, the guy them don't follow because you eat pum pum. The guy them don't even like the pum pum eat like that in the city from my life. Well, the escort y'all them.
and the
Why?
strippers don't like it.
Escorts don't want anything that makes them feel good. They just want you to hurry up and leave. Hurry up and bye.
No, well, not even just that, but yeah, just the gal them just don't like. I don't know. Down here, the gal them don't like the.
Fuck it, you been having like some really traumatic. You want to talk about it?
No. I'm good. I've been no. My sex life is amazing. I'm just saying, like.
You know what?
I'm just saying I'm not. I don't. I think people think I'm fucky. I'm not fucky at
Don't call me
all.
handsome.
Handsome
Bitches
is
don't like eating pussy, or they don't like getting their pussy.
off
That's
video.
like
Off
50
video.
plus.
Off video. Are you calling if you call a man handsome? Isn't that more of a like? I'm not really feeling like a friend zone thing.
Thank you. I don't want no ugly man. Like
I told you handsome's a good one.
beautiful.
Handsome is weird.
Handsome
fam.
is not
It's your
a
whole
weird
aura.
eye.
It's a
It's
weird
not
us.
just like your face. It's your essence, your being, like the way that you carry yourself. Like, thank you. You said when somebody calls him handsome, it makes him feel the way that he's ugly.
How?
Thank you. What's your sign? Okay, water sign.
When's your birthday again?
There you
Oh,
go.
you're June eyes.
What are you?
Virgo.
Oh, very meticulous. What are you?
Cancer.
Cancer. Okay, so
Cancer Leo though. Cancer Leo. Cancer Leo. Cancer Leo.
the water signs. What's
Virgo's a water sign too, I think.
air?
What is it?
It's not fire. I think it's air,
Ask Siri. Hey Siri.
right? She knows.
Ah,
I
fuck
mean, all
it.
this time we went arguing, we could have asked Siri some shit.
We could have. Okay, so the ladies in the house. What is the sexiest thing someone has said to you? Look at this one, reminiscing.
Can I fly you out?
Jesus fucking Christ. You're a comedian, huh?
Yeah, always.
This comedian chick.
Sexiest. Well, I mean, like.
Is when he said, God worked extra on you.
That's what someone said to you?
Yeah.
And you gave it to him?
Are you done? It was just a compliment.
Oh, okay, a compliment.
Type shit.
You don't remember?
People say shit all the time, but it's like, what sticks?
That's true.
So what does stick? What sticked with you?
I don't know. The sexy. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna have to get freaky. The sexiest thing for me is hearing a man say my name.
Like your real name?
Yes. Two things.
During sex or just regular?
I like when a man says cinnamon, but I like when a man says my actual name
I
because
fucking hate when
he's
niggas...
trying to like tap
The niggas.
into who
Pause!
I really, because my stage
said
name is not my
niggas?
real name.
Oh,
So when you
fire.
do that, it's like you're separating
Lava.
me from the
Yoga.
persona of who I am. Not my Instagram name, not my this or that. It's like, oh, you
Bitches can
really,
be
you
niggas
remember
too.
I was here. Like,
Nah, I stopped fucking the girl that's called me Vegas still. Like I
it's a little groupie.
Don't
Like,
li-
to-
yeah, it's
Like I
very
fucked a dude. He's like,
groupie.
oh, Alicia Cinnamon. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it the fuck up out of here. Cause
Yeah.
what? Like, and you know me, nigga. Like that was
Yeah,
weird. Like I don't like that
yeah.
groupie shit.
yeah.
Cause like you just like to me, my mind is automatically like he's gonna go on WhatsApp and tell people like, guess who I just banged.
Right? Like I
that's why I'm
hate
so
that shit.
I never had
Help.
groupie pokes in it.
You never had groupie pokes?
I've never got groupie pokes, fam. That's why I know I'm not that lit.
Because you're yelling
Nah,
at people.
It's because you
No,
don't go
I'm not yelling at
OT.
people.
No, it's because you don't go to OT
And
enough.
they're trying to
Yeah, I
verse
never.
You go OT?
and how to be a gentleman. And you're like, rah.
Frisbee
No.
also.
Yeah,
Frisbee
because that's what the
season.
people want to see. The people don't want to see me being nice.
Of course they do.
don't. They want to see me young.
Keep in mind, females like, ooh, gutsy. And they come out here.
Yeah, and then they see me turn up.
Why do you think he plays like, oh, I'm such a nice guy?
But that's him.
not a
He's
nice
the
guy.
yeah, but
Like,
Too much drinks?
Good.
Don't shut up,
He's
you
not a
bumper
nice
clap
guy.
mouth. Shut up your mouth.
listen, good
Shut
cop,
up,
good
Emma.
cop, bad cop. You know what I'm
call you
saying?
by your
Vegas
gummy,
have
dog.
bad
Don't
vibes.
play with
He's not a
me.
nice guy, but he knows how to play. It's like Diddy. No.
Dog.
No,
Oh wow!
What did you say?
Wow! Take
I
that.
was
Take
saying
that.
you know how to
Take
play
that.
the role, but I'm like, now I can't use that comparison with Diddy anymore because it
Okay.
doesn't. It's a different weight. But
yeah.
it's like, if you're, there are people who come across as the bad guy because of just like, there you go. But then you're like really soft. And then there's other people who people would think are soft, but are really like, I'll fuck you up if I have to. And I don't mean you're not like soft and not a masculine way, kind of like you cuss me out. But I mean like a lot of people like underestimate certain people just based off of like appearance. Like me,
Listen.
it's like, oh, she's so cute. And then after, and they're like, oh shit, I need her to shut up now.
I'm a
Like,
love. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yes. We're just honest. That's why it's like, to me, it's like, I don't say anything unless it's real or it's factual. Otherwise, like, because I don't like being told that I'm wrong. So I'm going to fight you
That's
until
crazy.
you realize I'm right.
Okay, yo. So, what physical feature do you find most attractive in yourself?
in myself.
Yeah, like what you feel is like your most attractive physical feature.
Her
For
butt.
me, my eyes. For people, my legs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Let me see some.
Can you stand up for us?
No,
Stand
I'm not
up
doing
for
no
s-
360.
Nobody
You-
asked you
no
for
360.
360. We
Just
just
stand
wanted
up
to
and
stand
show
up
your
for your
legs.
legs. Because that's why.
Inside voice.
That's why I gotta get aggressive.
No, you don't.
Show the legs. Show the legs.
The legs are in the skirt.
Okay, yeah. I was like, okay, you gotta expose
Try
the
to,
legs.
no, they have to. Are
You
they
gotta stand
dropping
up.
like hearts and coins for this shit?
No, not yet.
You gotta drop
haven't built the
emojis.
we haven't built the community yet. We only got like 3 people, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to, you know what I'm saying? The people are popping in and out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, show the legs.
Okay, here's my,
Okay.
I used to do track, so my legs are my focal point. But like, I feel like for me personally, I really like my eyes.
You like your eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. Got cat eyes?
That and I feel like they're really expressive.
Oh yeah?
Like, I don't really have to say much. I feel like if you look in my face, you can kind of see how I'm feeling in that moment.
So if you look in someone's eyes when you give them head, they're gonna come right away. Right?
Absolutely. That's why I
That's
got
cap.
stalkers.
That's cap. What about you,
That
shorty?
is why I got stalkers.
My eyes, the best feature, people just comment on my face. Really.
You got a face? You got a cute face?
Yeah.
I have an alright face. I'm humble.
Right.
Yeah. What's the number out of 10?
I'm obviously gonna say a 10 regardless.
But be real with yourself.
She was real with herself. Don't make her question herself.
No, question it. I don't think.
You didn't see that
question
Venus
it.
Williams interview where when the interviewer was trying to make her question herself and the dad came in and cussed him off and said, "Don't you ever make her question her confidence." She
Venus.
said 10. That's what the fuck it is.
Venus is the dark as a lot. Like the
Yeah, the
that's
other one.
Serena. Yeah,
Not Serena,
Venus
yeah.
is the manny looking
Watch
one.
that.
She
That
does
interview
good.
was intense. The man said, "Don't you ever tell my old
I
country."
give myself a 7.5, but people gas my head too much.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, a 7 is like
7 is good.
really high because most people are like 4s and 5s and they're just not honest with themselves.
Right.
Like, there's not a lot of good-looking people naturally. A lot of people need females, whether it's lashes, this, that, whatever.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of females that can just say, okay, I'm just gonna go outside feeling myself. So,
You're not wearing makeup right now.
absolutely not. My lipstick, that's about it. But I don't wear makeup at all because I really don't. I play
People
sports.
aspire
Like,
to have your lips and your eyes. And
yeah,
stuff
I just
like
feel
that, you know?
like the time that you spend with contouring and all that extra stuff, you can find ways to enhance your natural beauty. Like, I just don't believe God makes mistakes. Like, and if he does, work around that shit because we're all gonna get old. Nobody gives a fuck about how you look. Like, in terms of when you get married and all this shit, I'm not like, oh, I want to marry him because he's like muscled out, whatever. That's gonna fade away. Like, who are you at the core and shit? And can you just carry yourself presentably? Like, I care more about how you carry yourself than how you look.
Okay, ladies, you guys can ask a question to the madam in the room.
What?
How come?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead and ask,
No,
girl.
go loud.
Go ahead and ask, girl.
Have you ever been ready to fuck a girl and then got turned off and just left? Or just not fucked her? Does that happen to men?
Yeah,
Yeah?
many times.
Many.
I'm picky.
Oh, okay.
I've heard men fake come before. Fake
Have
Oh
you ever
yeah,
faked it?
I did
I've
that.
done that many
Really?
times
I have
too.
done that. Like, if
Man.
the
But
shit
why
is
is
whack,
it?
because the shit
Because
was
it's whack and you couldn't
fam.
nut?
Yeah,
What
like,
is
I wasn't-
whack vagina? What is that?
When
like,
you don't stand up in it,
Air.
when it's
but
like,
what is it?
like it's just like air, like you're just fucking
Air.
air, like the whole. Sometimes the whole.
No,
like,
no, no,
Shout
no,
out to
no.
my
The Lucy
type
ones
of
are sometimes. Well, okay.
No,
I'm not trying to
man.
boost. I'm not trying to boost or anything.
Vinegar water,
But sometimes the
ladies, come on
loose
now.
sauce, kind, you know what I'm saying? It's better.
But it's not necessarily because it's loose. It's because it's like super wet. Like, so the friction is just slipping.
But that means she's really turned on.
But
to
it's not
you.
turning me on.
I know, fair
I
enough.
need a little bit of
Understandable.
tightness.
Ladies,
I need
vinegar
some
dries it up a little
traction.
bit.
Yeah, like
I don't really need tightness still. I'm not gonna lie. Tightness
Do
is
you
not the
guys-
greatest
that's
feeling
what I
all the
was gonna
time.
ask.
Still.
Do you guys like? Because I've actually had people complain like there's like loose pussy, and then there's like it's too tight, and I never
Yes, there's
thought
too
that
tight.
was like a thing because
Yeah,
like, you know,
too
there are
tight's
things that you can
crazy.
do to tighten up your shit and what, you know, keep the
Nah.
muscles.
Again, I'm not trying
all
to
that.
boost or anything, but if tight pussy's not the most comfortable pussy
No, it's
all the
not.
time.
Interesting.
It's actually,
not.
I remember Shauna K. Nelson. This was like back in the day, like when I was young, and I was trying to fuck this thing, fam, and I couldn't get in. I
Wait,
was
Why
Did
would you
you
say her
say the
name?
fucking
Yeah.
girls
Why would you say the
first?
girls first
don't
and
even
last
know-
name?
Middle
I don't even know
initials.
it. I
I
don't
know
even
know.
exactly
She
who you're
sound-
talking about. I got her on Facebook, bro.
No, you
Like,
don't.
Fam,
I
she
do.
sounds like a girl I know
She's
too,
from
fam.
the
Does she?
West?
Yes, and she has a brother.
That
I
whole
don't know if she has a
name I got
brother,
on
but it
Facebook.
was like a one-night stand as I was in the bathroom.
Shout out,
Fam, that's so crazy. I know who she is, fam.
God knows.
God
I have her on
knows.
Facebook.
She's a
For
brown
real?
skin girl.
Yeah, she's brown skin.
I know,
Fam,
I
we
know.
were like
Exactly.
kids.
Why are you
Fam, we used to
converting?
go
You're
to
supposed to say
church
no
together.
Vegas. Come on,
Shut
I
the
man.
fuck
swear to God on my
Where is she?
life.
Shauna
Yeah.
Kane.
I need part 2.
Wait, hold on. Isn't that my brother's baby mother? Hold on.
What?
No, she doesn't have kids.
Hold on.
She doesn't really?
Because that's my brother's baby mother. Her name is Shauna.
She probably might. It's probably
Maybe
be another
now.
one. It's probably be another.
Maybe
Does she
now,
have a
but it's been a
son?
while since I've met
Does she
her.
have a son?
I don't know. I don't listen. We were in like high school.
That is my
them
brother's
times,
baby
my
mother. That's
nigga.
why it sounds familiar. That's my brother's baby mother. What school did she go to?
Fam, it was in the
Holy,
West
we're
End. Me
really
and this guy
breaking
did
her
a
down.
mission. Like I don't
Oh,
know.
Shauna
like,
Kane. We have a phone conversation. No, that's literally.
yeah.
That's my brother's baby mother's name.
But yeah, like I just couldn't get in,
Vegas.
and I just missed the opportunity. Still, it was such a low moment for me. It was, cause I wanted to smash and I just couldn't get it in. Like I wonder if she's still tight like that. That's crazy.
That's a compliment then, Shauna.
A compliment.
did-
That is a compliment. To tight pussy. Yeah, that's a,
It's like a compliment to the girl or the guy. It's like, is he too big or is she too tight?
she's too tight. I don't think like what's the average
like a
size? Though? Isn't the
Perfect
average size
opportunity
like a
for you to
9
like gas yourself up on
or
trying to
6s?
like, advertise you. You guys aren't working with me.
That's madness.
Shout out Shauna K.
That's hold on, let me look.
No. I'm just looking at something.
I was like, hold on, that's my brother's baby. That
Okay. Let's get back into the topics real quick. Last topic, and then we're out of here.
Shit. Toronto too small.
Diddy and Burna Boy. Did you guys see the pictures?
I believe that Burna Boy did it.
Did you see the picture though?
I don't even care about the picture. I believe that Burna Boy did it because I was looking at like how he got his Grammy and his nominations and all that stuff, and the process that Diddy takes you to go through to get your Grammys and your nominations, and why Burna Boy is not getting anything. Like Tyla's out here collecting all these Afrobeats shit, and she's not even Afrobeats. And I was like, who did Burna Boy piss off? And now it makes a lot of sense, and I'm really disappointed.
What's your take on it?
Shout out DeVito.
Yo, hold on.
WizKid.
Put a pin on that. I saw WizKid called DeVito whack on Twitter, on X.
Yeah,
They've
they've
been
been
beefing
beefing.
for- yeah,
They've been beefing
I'm
for a
dying.
while.
For what though?
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it's
I don't
boring.
know.
I don't know.
Afrobeat beef, bro.
Why
I'm
is
not- I'm
Cartel
not-
and Movado beefing?
It's just
Well,
like
they're
when
not
people
anymore.
ask us, we're like, why is K Money in top 5 beefing or something down here, right? Like they don't fucking know.
They
Like,
don't even know.
yeah, they don't know, but they just know that they're beefing
Something to
about
do.
something, right? But it's just like
no,
fuck.
it was basically them is just like who was the bigger giant, and yeah, and
DeVito was.
Yeah.
DeVito had bigger hits, but I feel like because WizKid,
WizKid has better songs.
yeah, and I think, and I could be wrong, but I think WizKid is more of a producer, and then tapped into the artist shit. I could be wrong, but I feel like DeVito was just an artist. So it's kind of like when you know that you're the person that's like responsible for all this shit, and it's like, let me just step forward. And then you have like
Did DeVito make his own beats?
I don't know.
Oh, if he didn't, he's not
I
an
don't know.
artist then. He's just a...
No, he's an artist. He's just not a producer.
No, he's
I don't
not
make
an
my own
artist.
beats, but I'm an
For-
artist.
For it to be... Well, you know, not... So to be a true
Absolutely.
artist, in my opinion, to be a true artist, you have to...
Going by your
You
opinion.
have
You ain't
to...
gonna tell me.
Like
I'm-
Prince is a true artist, you know?
No.
Stevie Wonder's a true artist. Kanye West is a true
How?
artist. Because they make their beats and they song,
But an
and they
artist
make
technically
their
is somebody who
bars
draws
and they go to
pictures.
do their thing. Huh?
Artist is technically somebody who draws pictures.
Not
paints.
necessarily like
See,
okay.
there you go.
I
So
can say look,
it's a
listen,
vast
I can say
description.
you. I can say for you
Yeah.
because I know you personally. I can say for you, you are a true artist because you help make the beats and shit.
Not even just that.
You know what
It's
I'm
like
saying?
if
You songwrite.
if you write, because when you're making music, you are painting a picture. So if you write and then you perform it and you present it, you're an artist because that's a form of art.
Now who made the composition? That is a part
He's
of the
another
art.
point of form. Artists can collaborate.
But
That's
that's
another
okay. So if the
form of art.
collaboration is happening, then yes. But if someone is bringing to you like, here's the beat, write to it. You're not an artist at that
Of course
point.
you are,
No,
because
you're
somebody still had to make the beat, and you still had to bring that art to light.
But it's
It's
not
like
true. But I said
it's
true
like if
artist,
you
though. I
come
said
to
true
me with a
artist. I
canvas,
said true artist.
right,
I said
and then
true
a
artist,
person
though.
has to paint the picture on that canvas. Just because you brought me the paint and the this or that, I gotta paint that picture and make it come to life. So if you bring me a beat, like I can write a song without a beat. You can't make music like you can make like whatever instrumentals. But at some point, you want people to jump on that. Whereas, as an artist, I can just go get a a band or this or that or whatever. I can sing a cappella and this and that. So at some point as a producer, you need an artist to bring it to life. So there's a difference between like an entertainer, a singer, songwriter, artist. To me, it's like if you write it and you bring it to life, like even Whitney, even though Whitney didn't write her own music, I think the only song she wrote was We Have Something in Common. I'm going to say Whitney is an artist because those songs, the way that she sang it was like it was her own. And she brought the painting to life. So
She's just a performer then.
she's a performer,
Unfortunately.
singer.
She's not an artist.
She's an entertainer.
Mariah Carey, same thing.
No,
They're
Mariah
not-
Carey
they're not
wrote all of her
artists.
songs. How you mean? You can never discredit Mariah. She wrote that shit. That's what made me start writing.
Not every single one of them.
Every song that she has a number one for, Mariah wrote.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
Look it up.
I'm not gonna argue with
We
you.
don't
about
know.
that.
Every time you look up shit, I'm right.
I'm not gonna look up anything. I'm just saying I'm not gonna argue with that.
No, but what I'm saying is like that's what she was known for. And back then, a lot of singers didn't write their own shit. So that's why Mariah is very diva-ish. Because she's like, yo, you can't talk to me. Like, I got number ones and I wrote that shit.
All right. So in the case of Burna Boy and Diddy now,
He did it. Did he do it? Did he didn't?
it's fucked, huh? That was a shocking picture. I never even see who got that picture and brought it to the channel.
Yeah, where'd you get that from? Where's the full video?
Me.
That's the thing.
didn't.
AI is
It
so
didn't.
like...
It didn't look like AI though. Still.
It didn't, but it's like
Hold on, let me
AI's
show
getting
it to
kind
you.
of, you know, advancing themselves nowadays.
No, you can't AI that. That looks like a screenshot from another phone type shit. You
It
know
looks
what
like a
I'm saying?
screenshot from a video. So I'm just like, where's the
Yes,
video?
yes,
Because
it
Diddy
does look like
videotaped
that.
everything. So it's like somebody has some shit out there somewhere that's leaking shit. It's just like that looks like the same quality as like the Cassie video. It's like him and R. Kelly, they videotaped themselves. So
R. Kelly was the wildest. What was the wildest celebrity sex tape that you ever seen?
I never really watched many of them. I think the only one I
Bro.
really watched was Kim and Ray J, and that was
R.
boring.
Kelly was just the wildest one, bro. He
R.
was
Kelly?
pissing on a fucking underage
I know.
girl. What do you mean? What's the wildest sex tape?
Not in
That's
terms
the
of, like,
wildest
not-
one.
Not in terms of
No,
that.
I did
just in
watch
general.
Mimi and
Mimi,
what was that
right?
nigga's name on the shower curtain?
Nico.
Yeah, Nico. That was pretty cool.
On the shower.
Like I like seeing grown people sex tapes where you're like, yeah, let's do a sex tape and we're gonna put it out. I can fuck with that. But the whole like, oh, I didn't know I was being taped. Like that's just weird to me. I was like, why am I in your room?
What
Like,
about like Ray J and Kim? You didn't like that one?
Trash.
it was
Trash?
garbage.
Trash.
But
Paris Hilton.
That was better than the Ray J.
I didn't watch that one.
Really?
Mid.
I didn't.
Mid.
Watch, I believe.
Paris Hilton was way better than Ray J and Kim
I heard
Kardashian.
that. Yeah.
One Night in Paris?
But
Way
I
better.
also because she actually, first of all, I don't think she knew what she was getting herself into. Whereas Kim, like, if I know, like, I've done a sex tape before, and it was the worst. When we watched it back, I was like, "Yo, delete this dog," like, because we were all like trying to figure out the angles and everything. It was the most boringest shit ever. So I feel like when you know and it's set up and you're trying to perform and all this shit. It's not gonna. I just wanted to see myself, but we were so fixated on getting everything right. Where I was like, "Yo," when we watched it back, I'm like, "This is embarrassing for the both of us. Delete this shit." So I feel like that was Ray J and Kim Kardashian, where it was like it was so premeditated and thought out. It was like a cheap porno production. Whereas if you're just fucking with Paris Hilton, apparently she didn't know she was being taped. So it's like you're gonna
She knew, but she didn't know that
He's
that
gonna-
would expose
right.
it, so it's something sensitive.
right exactly.
Most of them, majority of them know. It's just how it gets exposed. Because that's even with Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee. Like they knew, but somebody exposed the shit.
Well, with Paris, like she
Held the camera.
it's not even that with that guy that she was fucking with, because I don't know if you guys been following up with Paris at least recently, but she came out and she was like explaining like, you know, her past or whatever, and she was in some like camp where they like it was like for rich kids, but it was like they were raping them and beating them. Yeah,
For
like
real?
yeah.
She put that out there?
Yeah, like she's campaigning for it now. She changed laws and everything. Like
But
I
why
love
now? Like, see, this is the problem.
Well,
why now?
because you don't get to determine when somebody's ready to heal.
Yeah, the trauma.
Like, you have to be in a position to actually want to speak about your shit. She's changed laws. Like, fuck the why now. If you have a kid and there was a law that could now benefit your kid, why does it matter? Like, what she did is like, all these rich kids, and this was where like people think money is everything. These rich kids, their parents are like, we can't deal with you, so we're shipping you off to a boarding school. And in those boarding schools, they were getting like raped and molested and held hostage and all this shit. So when she came out, she met that guy that she did the sex tape with. And he knew she was in a fucked up state. And he was like, yo, this is Paris Hilton, dog. I can make money off this tape right about now. So he didn't explain to her, like she's thinking like, oh, this is my man. And I told him I went through da-da-da. And he's just looking at her like, you're a broken child. I already know what you've been through. You're exploited. I can make money off of you. And she never told her parents yet. So when she finally, because we were all like, why is Paris like this? And then when she explained it, it's like, yo, to me, that was the realest shit she could have ever did. Because a lot of these rich people act like they don't go through the same shit that like kids in the hood are going through. Like there's no difference between like getting sent to, you know, back home or whatever the case may be. Like she got sent to a boarding school, but her parents never checked in to see like what the fuck they're doing at that boarding school. Like, so that's the product of like the Kim Kardashians, all those ones. Like Kris Jenner done sold those girls to Puff Daddy. Like Chloe, if you Google it, Chloe was on tour with Puff Daddy when she was 16. For what? The fuck does Chloe do to be on tour? She was selling her pussy.
And with that, Jaguar Wright Jr. closes out with the selling of vagina.
Canadian version.
GWG.
Thank you guys for joining our very first stream like this. It's been a time, and my ears are tired, and I need to smoke, and I'm hot as fuck.
Shout out to the man them.
Shout out to the gal them. Shout out to Alicia.
Shout out to Alicia featuring the man.
Show by herself. You don't even need co-hosts.
Hello?
You just need yourself and a mic and a screen.
You know what it is? You know what the thing is? Because I've had this conversation so much, especially with black men, that it's like I already know what you guys are gonna say, and I don't feel like you guys have this conversation enough with black women that when you hear it, it's like it comes as an attack. But overall, it's like if you guys are gonna do some stuff, we can have fun, whatever. But like, you know, the Jerry Springer, the final thought. The final thought. If we can bring it back to something like collective and something that we could actually like, I know when I leave, I'm gonna think about certain things. But like for you guys to think about certain things, and then we just grow in advance. So shout out to you guys for holding it down and not beating me up in a corner over here. He was ready. I was like, I gotta.
This is not the first time I've seen him confront like, yo, there's a nut. Oh my god.
But he calmed down.
No, it's not. Fam,
no. For me personally, it's like a lot of people don't bring themselves back down. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna just keep poking at you.
He's just tired.
Like,
that's why his back hurts. I don't think you'd ever get that pushback if it was. Fam, if it was. Fam,
if it
wasn't 12 o'clock in the morning and his back was
No. If I didn't have the day I had yesterday.
You would have fought me?
Not fought, but
the debate would have been longer.
We would have been here. We wouldn't have got past this first argument.
Real question though.
Yeah.
Do you? She's just gonna keep pissing them off. Do you, genuinely speaking, do you guys not feel like you like learn something different from the conversations though?
No, I always learn something from the
Always
conversation.
learn.
I always
Me
take
too.
that from someone.
Like, cause at the end of the day, I'm not a man. So when I hear things from you guys' perspective, it's like true. Like I never thought of it from that. So like that's the only thing I was like, I gotta stand firm. There's two of you guys. I gotta stand firm.
There's two of you guys.
But she's not really talking.
She's talking.
Telling me what to say. I see her nodding her head. I'm like, oh, cool.
I agree.
So I'm like, there's not a lot of females are just like, okay, I agree when we really don't.
Yeah.
So it's like you might be mad at me in the moment, but as long as you understand where I'm coming from, you don't have to like agree with it. But they understand it.
Listen, once those cameras go green or whatever and they're on, I never take any of this shit personal. I don't get this is content. I always like to egg people on, or not egg people on, but get good debates in at the end of the day. Whether you think I'm mad or not, it doesn't matter to me really, because I know that we're having a debate that for somebody, even if it's not for us per se, somebody could be watching this and they'd be like, yo, that's good. What she said is true, or what he said is true. That to me is the most important thing.
I agree.
At least you're glowing. Arguing makes you glow.
Is it the arguing or is it me?
Maybe.
I'm hot.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here, man. It's the Bad Up Show. It's your boy Gutsy. Oh, I'm not.
This guy is
I need to smoke right now. Go on, be gutsy for the day. It's okay.
This guy wants to be gutsy. Let me find out. It's your boy Gutsy.
It's your boy Vegas.
It's your boy Gutsy. We're off of this.